Hello everyone, this is a video about persimmons. It is persimmon season. I love Hashia persimmons. I love ripe gooey persimmons. I'll show you how I eat them. No, they're just goo when they're really ripe, and what I do is I just get a hole. You can just tear the thing off the top and it creates a hole, and then you just suck it out until it's just skin. And I split the skin open and lick it all off. It's awesome. I'm so incredibly inspired. The reason I'm making this video, it's not really an effort on my part. It would be an effort not to make this video, because when I sat down and I saw these and I smell them and I touch them and I taste them, it's so inspiring. And I think that it really is a calling for me to consume large quantities of fruit, because it makes me so happy. And I love replacing other food with fruit, like replacing animal products especially with fruit, and then replacing more and more and more cooked food until you're just eating like mostly fruit and like fresh greens. It really changed my life when I did that. Over the last few years, I've been, doing this process up to the point where now I'm eating cooked food maybe once out of every 2 weeks, one day out of every 2 weeks or something. So it really changes my experience, because it changes the freshness of my breath. I have like perpetually fresh breath. Changes the nature of my skin. And if I eat cooked food, it just instantly, I'm so sensitive now, cooked food will just instantly make my skin pasty and, break out. Fresh food it sensitizes you, it changes your life, because once you do become sensitive physically, changes your brain. There's a mind-body connection that can't be denied. And when you become more sensitive physically, you become more sensitive spiritually. Or however you want to think about it, you basically can derive more from life. At least certain aspects of life, it depends what experience you're going for. I actually, I want to encourage you actually to explore what aspects of life you want to become more sensitive to. I'm trying to really feel like what it feels like to be me and who am I. Once you strip away if you strip away all the culture, and you strip away all the excess, and you strip away the ego, who am I and what's left? I feel like the sensitivity that I derive from a fruit and vegetable diet exposes my mind to these feelings. I didn't even know I was going to talk about all this. I just saw these persimmons. I started sucking one out. And I know someone's watching me. Tori. And I just knew immediately that I had to make a video. I didn't know what it was going to be about. And it's just divine inspiration from fruits and vegetables, and that's really why I keep going. And anyone that's close to me knows that I'm not really like a religious person in any sense. I just am really unafraid to address the inherent spirituality of a human experience. It's really a beautiful thing. Going back a little bit, I was going to say that I really want to encourage you guys to explore the aspects of life that you're passionate about. Maybe you don't want to expose yourself to these sorts of ideas and feelings. Maybe you're looking for a different sort of experience, in which case you would want to eat, maybe a different kind of food. Maybe like a more dense kind of food. And that's cool. We can still get along, but for sure, I try to practice love for everyone. It's cool. But I will tell you that when I'm in the company of fruit eaters and fresh fruit and vegetable people, it's an instant connection. Like when I'm just walking around in the streets, or when I'm, meeting, normal people, or even hanging out with friends that don't eat fruit and vegetables. I love them. They're great. But a lot of times, just meeting new people, if they're not fruit and vegetable eaters, I have to really explore them to get to know them and connect with them oftentimes. With fruit and vegetable people, it's an instant community. I really appreciate that about plants. They inspire community. When you're looking for persimmons, ripe persimmons at the store, you can get the hard ones right now, the fuyus, and they will eventually soften. You can just eat them. They're kind of crunchy like apples right now, oftentimes. You can eat that. It's not actually ripe. It's just that you can eat it. I definitely prefer to get the super goo soft ones. It's just a lot more fun. So the way that is it'll just develop a uniform softness all the way across. And the best way to know is if the shoulder up here is nice and gooey, then that means the ripeness has gone all the way. And that means that this thing will easily just pluck out. Then you just got a nice little hole. It's kind of sexual. And just gently squeeze as you suck it out. It's incredible. You are what you eat. I'm sexy orange goo. So I was sitting here eating persimmons, and I was just kind of looking around, thinking about my day, and I thought of something else I want to share with you guys. I keep lots of notebooks around. This is a notebook that I'm using just to keep track of all my food and water and exercise and rest. I take down, when I get up, I take down what I eat, and I write what I exercise, and then I write when I go to bed. It's really helpful. It's kind of inspiring to keep track, because you know that whatever you do, you're going to have to write it down. Whatever you eat, you're going to have to write it down. Whenever you go to bed, you're going to have to write it down. You're going to have to look at it. You're going to have to, process what you're doing to yourself. Is it a little bit obsessive to keep track of everything? Maybe, but consider that wellness is my passion. So I should hope that I'm obsessive about it. I love it. This is what I do. This is what I want to do. So I want to be obsessed with this. It's because it makes me feel excited about being alive. I should hope that whatever you're passionate about, you're obsessed with. And I really love sharing my passion of wellness with others, because whatever your passion is, wellness is going to fuel your fire to pursue that passion, and express your obsession and, you know, massage out and work out all the kinks in your, you know, in yourself so that everything is smooth and flowing and your passion can easily flow through. Wellness is excellent. I'll just review really quickly. Let's see. Okay, a couple days ago, got up at 8, drank 2 liters of water. I had a smoothie with a dozen oranges, a lemon, a lime, half a head of kale, and a couple cups of water in the Vitamix. A little while after that, I had another 2 liters of water. Then I ate 14 persimmons. This is kind of like all that was ripe today. It's not really like a big meal. I'll eat a lot of bananas later probably. Then after those 14 persimmons, I had 12 bananas in a smoothie with a couple cups of water. I went to a vegan activism meeting and they had someone had made some cashew cheese. Just to be polite, I had some. It wasn't like really my vibe because I was just eating so much fruit. But I had a spread. I had a cracker with cashew cheese on it, and it was delicious. It was awesome. But I was glad to not depend on that for my meal because that would just kind of make me feel, you know, it would make me feel fine, but it wouldn't allow me to really feel some of my deeper feelings and sensations. Just kind of desensitizing. It's a great thing to have maybe at the end of the day to kind of, you know, just chill you out so you can just relax, go to bed some hours later or whatever. In the middle of the day, I'm not really looking to eat a bunch of cashew cheese though. Keep going here. A little while later, I had 3 cups of pomegranate arils, the little kernels. They're called arils. I got those at the USDA research farm in Davis I was telling you about. And then for dinner, Tori made an awesome salad. Over kale and tomatoes, she put a dressing that she made with pumpkin, avocado, tomatoes for like a juicy liquid base, and a little bit of garlic, and it was amazing. The tomatoes, pumpkin, avocado, garlic combination, it makes something that's pretty cheesy, which is kind of fun. Then I went to bed, got into sleep mode around 9:30. Next day, got up at 8, 2 liters of water, ate 5 apples, 2 liters of water, ate another 5 apples. I was just hanging out, like making YouTube videos and stuff, emailing lots of people. Hello? Yeah, on accident. I thought that I pressed the end sign soon enough, sorry. Yeah, no, I don't actually want to talk to you, sorry. Thanks. I'm making a video about persimmons right now. It's, oh, what? Oh my god. Persimmons are so beautiful. So anyways, that notebook is just kind of a way that I can stay on track. I do have, at some points in my life, I've gone months and months. I think at one point I did like something like 6 or 7 months straight recording everything I ate, every bedtime, every rise time, all exercise. You learn so much. It's incredible. You learn about yourself. You become aware. It's like, if anything, you don't even have to really change any of your behavior. But if you just start being aware of it, it'll change itself for you. You don't even have to try. Just some ideas. Subscribe to my videos. I have a lot more coming. If you love sexy orange goop, like my video. Tell me about your experience with persimmons and let me know if there's anything else I can teach you about. See you soon.